Morning. Ruben Lowing here. It's Saturday morning here in Cypress, Texas. So I got up this morning. I slept hard this morning. Needed it probably. Then so I get up this morning and I'm reading my scriptures. And while I'm reading in Matthew, and it's going through the genealogy all the way from Abraham to Joseph. And for some reason it got me thinking about the Holocaust. And so I've heard all kinds of theories that Hitler's part of his family were Muslim, and there was that was his main reason for wanting to exterminate the Jews. Which got me thinking about the Edomites, where they were the descendants of Esau. But here I'm reading in Genesis, this is where Esau embraces Jacob. They buried the hatchet, basically, right? I mean, Esau's already king of Edom. But then later on after Solomon and when the Jews were held in captivity by the Babylonians, the Edomites would go in and terrorize them and rape the women and all that, and then the king of Persia eliminated the Edomites, right? Took them out. So I'm thinking there's there's all this background that comes into play that because of these what's the word I want to use, offenses committed against everybody, that they all do like these rash things, right? They justify these crazy things, right? And then of course this whole thing got me looking up Nazis, right? Oh my goodness. So did you know that Zelensky in Ukraine is a Nazi? His wife's a Nazi. Got on video her like Heil Hitler, and they don't talk about that. They don't talk about the human trafficking. It's the human trafficking hub of Europe, Ukraine. Nobody's talking about that. The center for the New World Order. Oh yeah, I was doing my little research. So the Nazis were propagating, that the Jews sacrificed children and just all these horrific things to justify the Holocaust. Just you know, you got to watch it. I mean, it happens all the time. I mean, this kind of stuff. That's why Jacob left Laban, because his brother-in-laws were getting all juiced up, you know, talking about how, you know, Jacob was unjustly gained his wealth from their father. Yeah, they were going to take him out. He had to go, right? They were, you know, putting together their case to take out Jacob. You know, so there's all these, like I said, these offenses, these justifications for being the way that they are. People still do it all the time. It is amazing. It's just, I guess it's part of human nature. And what's interesting is how quick it manifests. It's just amazing. I had a neighbor that she got drunk one night and started cursing at my son. And I confronted her, and she's like, "Well, who are you? I know who you are. You make a lot of money. We don't like it." I'm like, what the? You know, who's been talking to you? You know, it's just like, just nutty. All right. Food for thought here, you know. There's when I first started reading the Bible and started in Acts of the Apostles, and I was getting really angry about how the Jews were treating Jesus, and you know, and then it was pointed out to me that Jesus was a Jew. I'm like, oh yeah, right. And the more I read in the Bible, the more I got to understand that, you know, everything that happened was prophesied, right? And then, oh yeah, and then now I'm realizing that not only are all what was going on back then with Jesus was the influence of the faith of Baal through the Romans. Caiaphas, high priest, was out of line. Literally, he wasn't actually a descendant of Aaron, who should have been, you know, the real high priest, which is actually John the Baptist, and some, and that corruption of the faith through the Romans is where there was the division. Okay, they were, you know, they were suppressing the truth. They were suppressing, you know, the word, the true meaning of the word, and they were trying to bring in the faith of Baal. And then, then Christianity is also contaminated by the faith of Baal through the influence of Constantine, right? That's what he did. See, that's what the whole, it's very amazing. The much of the war and conflict throughout the world is trying to push the faith of Baal laced religion that most of us think of as Christianity, and that's the contaminated form of Christianity, right? And that's something. Cool. All right. Now you know. Have a great Saturday.